everyone, how are you? I hope you're all doing great. And I've been missing a bit from YouTube. I've been managing to post some shorts, but I haven't made a video in a while, mostly because I've been sick and it's been a bit hard for me to make the video. But it's all fine now. I did plan to make a tutorial video on just a drawing, but I had everything basically prepared. I had the references and stuff like that, but I couldn't really focus on doing that, if you know what I mean. So I wasn't feeling too great. And then at some point, while I was still getting the courage to record that video, I found some old canvases that I had lying around. It's not like I didn't know they were there. I just kind of ignored their existence. But yeah, I was rummaging through my stuff and my supplies in general, and I looked at those and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll postpone the tutorial video for a while and just do like a painting. I'll pick one of these canvases. They are old, very, very old, because I kind of gave up on painting a few years ago. And now that I feel a bit more confident about it, I thought, hey, why not? Let's do just try to paint something like no pressure, no expectations, just some chill vibes and relax a bit with painting. And maybe I could do that for a few days, and so that's what I have for you today, painting something. Basically, just trying to get comfortable with this medium and using a canvas, because I think it's important to just have fun with that sometimes and just chill a bit, relax, and have some fun. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And about the tutorial video, so it's going to be, what I'm thinking is a learn and draw video, just like I did with the cats one and the drawing hands one. So something similar to that, but about gesture drawing or figure drawing. And let me know in the comments if it's something you would like to see, or if there's anything else you'd like to learn how to draw. If there's any subject you'd want to draw and you'd want to see a tutorial on that. So let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so a quick check-in. I painted the background and then I did a frame all around it. Of course, before doing all of this, I tried to sketch some things, figure out colors. For me, figuring out colors is always the hardest part of a drawing. I don't know, coloring is and choosing the colors is so hard for me. I always try to keep the colors to a minimum, mostly because of that. So yeah, I try to test a few things out first and then finally gather the courage and go into the canvas. So yeah, I made a frame which I was a little bit scared of. It's not that I'm afraid of it to be messy, but I wanted it to be like as symmetrical as possible, let's say. So I did draw the frame all around it using a ruler, and I was a bit afraid as I painted it I would mess up. So for the first squares, I did freely, kind of more or less freely, and then for the other color I decided to use some masking tape so everything is more like correct side by side and the lines are straight there. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just so I have a guideline, let's say, to make things easier. So yeah, background was done, and then time for details, which is painting. I decided to paint some cats. In this case, I decided to paint my cats. I know, I thought that since I draw cats so much, I never really drew my cats, and I thought, why not draw my own cats and have their portrait around? It's a way to create a memory of them as well, along with the photos I have, but also have a painting, and maybe if I like it enough, I can put it on the wall. So yeah, painting my cats, some stars, something really simple and something in my comfort zone. I've painted similar stuff before, cats with stars, stuff like that. So yeah, it's something that I already did, so it's a bit of a repetition and it feels a little bit easier to draw on a bigger and different canvas. Aside from that, updates wise, I did manage to launch a new class where I think I mentioned this class before. So it's a class all about drawing kittens, so small cats, baby cats, teenage cats. That class is now available, so you can watch it on Skillshare if you have a membership, and I also leave you a link down below. And if you use it, you'll get 1 month of Skillshare for free, and you can also watch it on my Gumroad page. If you have my 7 days of drawing cats challenge class, you'll get that update, the kittens update. So I also leave you a link to that class on Gumroad if you prefer to have the class to watch it whenever you want. So yeah, those are my class updates. I did manage to record another one, which is all about drawing with prompts. I think it's really fun and perfect for the summertime and if you are on vacation. It's 5 days, 5 different prompts. So I created some mood boards and 1 word per day. And we draw different things. We will take different approaches for each of those words, for each drawing idea, and we'll draw different things according to that idea. I think it's really fun, very simple to follow along, and I'm sure you'll love it. Once I have more information about it and I've launched the class, I of course will let you know. But yeah, drawing course updates, I think that's it for now. I have more stuff planned, but nothing really concrete yet. So I'll talk to you later. finished my painting. It took me a bit longer than I expected. First of all, because for some reason, even though all these paints are from the same brand, some are more opaque than others. So, for example, I had no issues with the white, just a few, like 2 or 3 layers, and it was enough. But for the cream acrylic paint, I had to do over so many times and still see the green background. That was a bit frustrating. Then I had to stop painting for a bit, for like a few days, because I got sicker. So that wasn't a very fun week in general. Besides painting, it was a very painful week and very tiring week. But yeah, I got a bit sicker, but with the right medication, I got better and finally managed to finish this painting. Now all I have to do is apply some varnish, which I'm still not sure what kind should I add to this, because I used some markers. These are acrylic markers, but here I used a fine liner, and I'm not too sure if the varnish I have is proper for that, if I can use it properly. So yeah, I'll have to read up on that for a bit, or maybe test it out in another canvas that I have to see if it goes well, so I don't mess this one up. Hi, do you want to see it? She doesn't care. It's your portrait, more or less. I know it's not perfect. Okay. Hmm. All right, where was I? I forgot. But yeah, applying some varnish. Now, as for the whole painting, I'm okay with it. I think I can do eventually better, but I don't know, for something that I've been really scared to use. And if you've noticed, even if I've been painting more often lately, it's always like half of this or even smaller than this. So I think that for something this size and for painting that is something that I'm always really intimidated by, I think it went well. I did learn a few lessons, and I think I can do better next time. I don't know. So the good news is I want to maybe paint more. I still have 2 more canvases. They are bigger than this one, perhaps like double the size. So that's pretty scary, but I do want to use them eventually. And the good news is when you're painting with acrylics and perhaps other, I'm not sure how it is with oil, for example, but with acrylics, you don't like the painting, that's fine. You can one day just paint over it and paint something else. That's the great thing about it. Now, of course, there are some things that I think I messed up a bit. Mostly the coloring of this one, the cream cat, because she's not really brown. She's like creamy, but she has this cream color and then some grayish. And I couldn't really do that, but I also don't hate it. I think it turned out kind of okay. So yeah, overall, I'm okay with it. I'm happy. Would I put it on the wall? I'm not sure yet. We'll see. First, I'll figure out the varnishing. Then, with time passing by, I'll look at it and maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll like it better. Make it, maybe not. We'll see. But I think that what matters is for you to just like stop being afraid, just go in and paint something. Even if you don't like the final result, that's fine, because you can always paint over, like I said, and you'll always learn something. You'll always take a lesson or two from it, and the next time you paint, you'll take those lessons into consideration. So don't be afraid to do your art. It's fine if it's not perfect. We don't all need to be perfect and have like the best masterpiece around. Just have fun with it. It's fine. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's a bit different this time around, but I hope to go back to my usual schedule. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this Paint With Me video, and let me know if you like to see more videos like this. And hopefully, I will see you next time. Bye!